Hey, good morning. Setting out on a 9-day backpacking adventure. It's going to be excellent up in the Wind River Range. We'll keep you posted as we go along. Thanks for following on the channel and checking out these videos. This trip kind of has two parts. I'm doing the first 5 days with my brother and then meeting some friends along the trail and doing another 5 nights with them. So I'll be out a total of 9 nights. 4 nights just the two of us, and then 5 nights with a little bit larger group. We're just setting out in the morning here from our truck. Camped down at the trailhead last night, had a nice rainstorm, and we're good to go. So check in with you later. All right, so just about 3 miles up the trail, you can see some cool views back there. The sky and the clouds is really putting on a show right now. Might get an afternoon thunderstorm. It's warm in the sun, cool in the shade, but things are going well. And we'll check in a bit. All right, here we are. We're kind of near the summit of the pass we're going over. Got caught in a little bit of rain. Kind of raining, so I'm holed up under a tree here. My brother's back there somewhere under a tree. Anyhow, yeah, I don't know how long it'll last. There's blue sky around and sunshine in other places, so you expect a little bit of this time of year in the high mountains. So we're just gonna wait it out right here. Hopefully stay as dry as possible and be back on the walk. All right, we are taking a packs off break right now. We were just looking at our trip time. So we've only been moving just a little over 3 hours to this point. You know, making decent time hiking wise. We did stop for that rainstorm. It was about an hour on the clock, so that put us a little bit behind, but it was fine. And it's kind of drizzling right now, nothing that's really going to douse us, but we're kind of in a wooded area, as you can see, and the trail will be this way for the next probably 1.5 miles or 2 miles or so. And so we're just going to walk, and if it starts dumping, we'll throw a tarp up. But it's beautiful out here. We hadn't had many mosquitoes till just right now. They're kind of swarming around our heads a little bit, but I've seen much worse. So luckily, it's not one of those years where they're just following you everywhere, at least to this point. We'll see once the storm breaks if that brings more bugs, but having a good time. All right, so a couple of little stream crossings there. We cross that creek in the background, and then there's another one over in those trees, a little bit, quite a bit smaller actually, but we are maybe 1.5 miles, I don't know, something like that from our destination. Do have one little slog of a hill. It always feels like it's really long. It might only be, I don't know, maybe 1/2 mile, maybe less, probably 1/3 of a mile. But by the time you've been hiking about 8 miles carrying your pack, it feels like more. Anyhow, yeah, it's patches of sun. We did walk in kind of just some drizzle there for a while, like I showed you on that last clip. We just stopped down here for a minute, filtered a little bit of water and had a quick snack, and off we go. Man, we got here just in the nick of time. We got our tent set up. Just enough time to throw stuff in the tents. And then this began. This is wild. there. There was a couple of thunder and lightning just a second ago. Yeah, I don't know. It's supposed to rain off and on for a few days. We'll see how wet everything gets. But right now things are dry. It just depends on what makes its way under or around these tents. So anyway, at least they're dry at the moment. All right, good morning. It's day 2. Didn't really get much video. My brother Ryan took a little video when we were sitting under the tarp last night that maybe I can have stitched into this, but yeah, it was an interesting afternoon. We got here just about 4:40 or so, and we were just hurrying to get those tents set up, and literally as soon as we both snapped our rain flies on and got going, I mean, just the skies opened up. So it rained pretty good there for about an hour and a half or so, and then it kind of broke for a minute, and we were able to get out and make some dinner and stuff. And then by about 8 p.m. again, it just was thumping it down for like 2 hours, just solid rain. It was pretty impressive. But anyhow, I'll show you a little bit around the camp. So my tent's right here, and I'm using the Big Agnes Copper Spur 2 UL long. This is a backpacker tarp that I bought. It's kind of more, it's from a hammock company. Let me find the brand here. It's my second time using it, but my first time really using it was some serious necessity. Oh, I don't see the name on the bag there, but I'll find it and tell you about it. So it's 12 by 9, has a lot of tie outs, and we've run a guy line through the top there. When we got here, we figured if this would give us a place to sit, and I intentionally left my camp chair and brought the tarp, knowing that we were in for some rain. And that was a great move, because we both were able to sit under there. We can prep our meals and stuff if it's raining. And then last night from 8 to 10, we just were able to sit on the rock and visit and talk, and we weren't confined to our tents, so that was another added bonus. I've just run it here through the top, and then on the rope here, I've tied just another taut line hitch right here that goes back to this loop, and that's only using tension on the rope to hold that peak in place. And then as you can see, we've just strung out some walking sticks, and it works out really well. I mean, it was not a drop comes through that. And then my brother Ryan's tent is back there, and just a beautiful place. It's gonna thump rain again this afternoon, probably around 2 o'clock or something. So we're gonna eat a little breakfast and go fish for a little bit, and then try to be near camp when the rain starts rolling in, so that we can not get too soaked. But man, I slept really good, so I was glad about that. And I'll show you my backpack and a few gear loadouts before the end of the trip. But anyhow, thanks for joining. tonight, maybe a little recap of the day. So I got on here this morning, showed you a few things. There's probably been a few action shots of some fish we caught today. Just having some dinner. It is 7:15 at night. You can see more clouds in the background. The sky's been pretty dark ever since about noon or 1 o'clock. We did have some rain come and hit us between like 3 and 4 probably. Pretty good little storm, but nothing awful. We were back at camp when it came and just sat under the tarp. Went back out and caught a few more fish. I don't know how many fish we've caught today. It's probably, 40, 50. Pretty awesome, but having a good time. You probably saw in the background on a couple videos some bags hanging up in that tree. Maybe later on you'll see it again, but anyhow, we just pack in about a 50-foot rope and tie a carabiner on there, little loop, and then toss it over a tree branch and tie it off on the tree up here. We'll raise it up at night, tie our food bags and anything smelly up there, toothpaste and other things. All right, good morning. So yesterday I put just about a 5 or 6 second clip in the video, I think, about there was a deer walking down here, which is kind of, you'd expect it. I've been in this area, I don't know, 7 or 8 different times for 4 or 5 or 8 or 9 days at a time, and I've never seen a deer, which is kind of weird. I've seen some elk and lots of fish, but anyhow, here's just a little bit of a view. There's a lake right down here. You can kind of see it just beyond the trees right there above that boulder. That's all water right there. Anyhow, these peaks here, and I'm not sure if that's a fault summit, but somewhere right over here there's like a 12,000 foot tall peak. So we're in some big country. I think the elevation here is 10,004. We just had our second night sleeping here and it was perfect. Temperature's not getting below like 53, even, it's rainy in the afternoons, but I mean, it's just perfect sleeping weather. I actually preferred about 44, but anyhow, it's great. You can see here behind me this way, that way, just some big, incredible granite peaks. In the foreground there, these trees right here, you can't really tell in the video, but those are big, tall, old. I don't know if they're ponderosas or some other kind of, I don't know, lodgepole. I'm not a tree guy, so I couldn't tell you, but just some incredible country here. Where we're camped at, there are probably 6, 7, 8 lakes within about 1.5 miles walking. And so you just take your pick every day and go have some fun. So anyway, thanks for sticking with us. All right, we've set out on a day hike. We're hiking to bugs on me. We're hiking to a lake that we're gonna fish this morning. Been on the trail about 1 mile so far. It's beautiful water coming down there. We're up in this high meadow. Just stunning scenery all around, and gonna be a great Nice. Yep. How do you what?
How do you miss?
You striking?
Just went out of his mouth. That's what happened, right?
Maybe he's a rookie fish. New to eating.
Come here, buddy. Come on.
Oh, that's a nice fish. Oh, look at how pretty. Hold on. Let me zoom in. Oh, yeah.
Pretty nice, huh?
All right, good morning. Day 3. Ready to go fish. We're going to try a lake. We fished there just briefly yesterday on our way back from the first lake that we fished. So we're going to go hit that this morning. Forecast right now, I don't think we're going to get rain, but in this country, you never know. I know in the coming days, a little more likely that the rain will come in the afternoon. It's kind of that monsoonal type rain, a few hours in the afternoon. But yeah, caught lots of big fish yesterday, had a great time, and just enjoying some solitude, hanging out together and making great memories. Sorry, it's day 4.
Woohoo!
That's some great color on that.
Yeah, he's a beautiful one.
Yeah, indeed. All right, hey, what a beautiful day we have had. I don't know if you can hear me over the creek here behind me. This is just a beautiful cascade here, not really a waterfall, but it cascades down these rocks. A couple of great little bathing spots. You can just sit and soak in that cold water. We did that earlier today. It was great. Fishing has been good. We caught not as many fish as we did the last couple days, but fish we caught have been great. We've cooked and eaten 3 of them, and it's just been a perfect day. Temperature wise, got a little warm in the afternoon, but that made it real easy to go take the bath. You can see just behind me just the stunning, there's my brother filtering some water. Just a beautiful skies. Last night, Ryan got up in the night and said the stars were just bright, almost like just putting light out here. It was when it's clear up when you're up in this high country, when you have a clear night, those starlight is real, man. It puts out, you wouldn't think the stars are putting out that much light, but getting to a really roadless wilderness area on a moonless night, and it's pretty incredible. Anyhow, we're gonna head back to camp here in a minute, kind of start getting cleaned up. Ryan's gonna hike out in the morning. I've got some other friends coming in tomorrow, so we're just gonna finalize our plans for how that's gonna work out. So anyway, thanks. All right, so here we are. It is day 5. Ryan headed home. Left here about 7:10 to get on the trail. It's usually 4.5, maybe 5 hours hike out of here. We'll see what kind of time he makes, but he'd left this tarp. You know, I'd shown you this tarp set up back here. Got a few more people coming into camp today, and there's like 90% chance of rain the next couple of days. I think it'll be afternoon type stuff. I don't think it'll be like all day, but we want to have some places where you can sit rather than just be confined to your tent. This log was already here along that rock, and so Ryan left this tarp, and I've just kind of tied it out so that there's a shelter there. Here's one thing that I did. It wasn't tall enough where the rock was for me to go off the tree. Over there was high enough, but I found this stump in the forest, and I've sort of just put some tension on it so that it's being held here by a rope being pulled in a couple directions. Anyway, so yeah, this is day 5 for me, so I'm about halfway through. Been here 4 nights. I think I'm doing 9 nights total, so tonight will be the middle night, and should be great. Gonna head off up the canyon here and do a little fishing. There was another group that came in late last night, about an hour before sunset, and I know they're camped further up that way. Anyway, I'm sure I'll run into them, but I'm gonna go catch some fish. All right, so I'm doing a little gear load out video. I want to show you a few things that I'm using when I go backpacking. First, I want to show you my water system. So a couple years ago, I went to these Ceanoc Vecto, it's called, Ceanoc Vecto. Both of these are 2 liters. This one has the 42 millimeter cap, fits on the Cadmium Be Free, so you can screw this lid onto there and filter a little bit larger quantity. I do carry the Cadmium Be Free in my day pack, or usually in the top of my pack when I'm hiking in. I found it to be one of the quicker ways to just squeeze water. Works out great. This Ceanoc Vecto is also 2 liters. It's got, I think this is the 28 millimeter, and it fits on the Platypus Quick Draw. This is an excellent water filter. I use this one mostly just here in camp. I carry the other with me while I'm hiking, and I still carry the Smart Waters. I carry 2 of these. One of them I put my flavored water in. The other one I always keep clean. That way I keep odorless water in my tent, especially when I'm in bear country. Probably overkill, I get it, but I always keep one clean and one that I mix my drink mixes in. One of the reasons I also do that is because a clean water bottle, you back flush it. The Platypus Quick Draw has an attachment. You put it on your water bottle and you can back flush it to clean your filter. So you got to keep some clean water. So anyway, in my camp, orange means dirty. So that's dirty water ready to be filtered. Okay, now I want to show you, the nice thing about this too, I mean, you can just put that in your backpack if you didn't know how far you were going to go to your next water. And then when they're empty, they just roll right up, take up basically no space. Okay, some of my fishing gear. Bought these online. These are some sunglasses by Cast King. The reason I like these is, 1, they're polarized, 2, they're bifocals. And I wear reading glasses when I have to tie a fishing knot, so they work out really well. I don't like to hike in them because they make me dizzy, but when I'm fishing They're perfect. So they come in this little case. I can put it in my backpack and not worry about breaking them or getting them, you know, squished up. Another thing that I have, and this is pretty awesome, I bought this a couple years ago. This is a backcountry fishing net. It's got these loops here. You put it on your belt, okay? And then it's by Handy Pack. Watch this. Boom! Fishing net. Let's go. And then you just fold it like this, kind of make a figure 8, turn the loop inside, and away you go. Stuff it back in there. What I love about that is you can just hike, won't get caught on brush, you never have to worry about your net. I also have been using these are just a cheap chest holder for fishing gear. So I have one with all my fishing stuff, and the other one I have 2 of them. And what I've done is instead of doing over my neck and around my waist, I've just taken the top 2 D loops and run it through a belt. And so I put the fishing net and both of these packs on, okay, with all my fishing gear. And then what that does is I just wear it around my waist, okay? So that's that's pretty awesome. This is my cook kit here. It's a little bit bigger than the cook kits I used to carry, in that it has a top and a bottom. So really, it's a little versatile. You could use the smaller one. These orange handles fold out, which is really nice. I've had some that are almost too hot to handle, so that works out well. I carry the stove. It's tucked in this little box. It's got a little cleaning wipe. I actually have a backup stove, the BSR or BRS. You get these for like 13 bucks, and they're lightweight. And then my fuel canister goes right in the bottom of that. So that's my cook kit. Okay. The backpack that I've been using is the Guidepost 75 by Tool, or whatever this word is. And if you thought they just made roof racks, you were wrong. Really awesome. It's got a 2-pocketed top. So there's a pocket here, there's a pocket there. This is all one giant bag, okay? That's all one thing in there. There's an attachment in the bottom if you wanted to separate, you know, something that's got a suspension thing there. It's got a big pocket here. It's pretty handy to just stuff your tent posts in, and your you know, anything that you don't want in the main part. It's got a pocket here on the outside. You stash some things. It's got a rain cover that comes with it that goes in that pocket. Lots of cool features. Got a pocket on the hip belt for candy or your phone or whatever. It's got one that's waterproof over here. I think this one costs extra on the waist belt, okay? I want to show you one of the coolest features of this pack, okay? When I first got it, you know, I thought, oh, it's got these awesome pockets. Well, when you unzip this pocket, there's some snaps right here that were snapped shut. Well, I unsnapped them and realized that this thing right here turns into an 18-liter day pack. Okay, this is awesome. So you still have a pocket here on the back of the day pack, and then you have this whole inside right here. It's all, and it's got these awesome shoulder straps, and they Velcro right down here through a little loop. So there's a loop there. You run that through, and there you go. Got a chest strap across the top, and this is really an amazing feature. So yeah, I told you on another video I'm using the Copper Spur Big Agnes 2, and I have the extra long version, 6'5", 300 pounds, I guess. And it's plenty roomy for me. It's a 2-person, but I use it as a 1-person. I have the 3-person that I use if I'm with, you know, one of my kids or my wife or something. But anyway, that gives you some insight into what we're using out here. if you have questions or comments, put them below, and I'll answer them best I can. I'd love to help you out. Okay, I'm just sitting here at camp. Been down fishing a little bit. Been kind of a quiet, lazy day. Like I said earlier, Ryan left this morning, so that's been, different. I did talk to the group up ahead. They were a great group of guys. I had some kids in here, and gave me a couple pointers about fly fishing. And yeah, so I've been using that, and I've caught a few fish, so that's been good. Yeah, I've just fished a few spots, come back to camp here and there. It's getting on towards about 4:30 in the afternoon, and not sure when the rest of the guys that are joining me will get here. I would imagine probably by 7 at the latest, if the weather holds out and they don't have to seek shelter under a pine tree or something. But anyhow, so far so good. It's a beautiful day, just peaceful, quiet. Just been taking in the scenery, the beautiful blue skies with the clouds. It's just, everything's just right. So yeah, it's been a really pleasant. All right, hey, it is day 6, and it's a beautiful kind of overcast day. We're supposed to get a little rain this afternoon, but kind of feels like rain this morning, but I don't think it's gonna come get us. So a group of friends came last night. Our camp got infinitely bigger, which is great. So a few of us, probably 4 or 5 of us, are gonna head down to a lake that I've been to. It takes a little bit of route finding and bushwhacking, but it's one of my favorite lakes to fish. And so we're gonna set out there, and I'll be sure to snap a video or two while we're there. All right, so this is the morning of day 7. This is my view right now. Trying to fish, fly fish in the wind. A little tricky right now at this angle. So just working my way around this lake with some of my friends, and we'll get into some fish, I hope. But just a beautiful clear day. Had a lot of rain yesterday around 10 p.m. and so the sky is just super clear and the water is fresh and wonderful. So it's gonna be a good day. All right, so yeah, about an hour later than the last video I clipped. Sure is windy. We're fighting it with this these fly rods. Those fishing with lures can, still cast it out there and get it under. So catching a few fish. I have not caught a fish, but those in my party have. But man, it is a gorgeous day. And we got rain coming. Forecast to start between 12 and 1 and might go till 8 or 9 p.m. We'll see whether it'll come in waves or whether it'll just settle in, or whether or not I'll get back on the video and be like, false alarm. But anyway, we're having a great time. Alright, so as you can tell, it's in the tent time. It's been raining for 2.5, 3 hours almost. We sat in with the tarps for a long time. Just visited, had a good time. Then it got to be about 9:30 and we decided it's time to go to bed. So this kind of ends today. We had a good day. Wet afternoon, but we had a lot of tarps and we're prepared for it, and everybody's doing well. So Sometimes Mother Nature takes charge. All right, good morning. It is a great day. We're headed up to High Mountain Lake. We're gonna hike for about a mile and a half and catch some big trout. It rained last night, as you saw when I got in my tent. It had been raining for a little over 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I don't know. Rained off and on through the night. Everybody stayed dry and it was great. And some of our group went up to this lake we're headed to. They went up there yesterday and caught a lot of fish, so we're encouraged by that. But we do have threatening skies and forecast of rain again this afternoon, so we're hoping to be wise and stay as dry as possible, but hopefully we'll get some good footage for you. All right, so I'm back at this lake that my brother and I fished a few days ago. You can tell by the waves on the water that it's a little windy. Maybe you can hear that in the microphone. A few of us hiked up here. Like I said a few minutes back, anticipating more rain this afternoon, but we figured we would come up here and try to make the most of the morning. And so far not having any luck, but man, look at these views. It's incredible. Wow. All right, so it's the morning of, I keep saying day whatever, and I'm always wrong, but anyhow, we are packing up and we're gonna move to, we're gonna check out another lake. We'll probably hike down the trail about 4 miles, drop our packs, go down and spend the afternoon at a lake that I've never been to, and then come back to our packs and hike to a place to camp for the night. This will be my last night, and it's just been an incredible experience. I just love being out here. I love having the scenery, the peace, the solitude, just the physical aspect of working hard to get somewhere and to experience something that really, when you look at the percentage of the population, very few people get to do. And so I feel really blessed. Got a supportive family, and gonna start getting all of them out. I've had my boys out on some of this, and my girls have done, a couple of my girls have done some overnight trips, and my wife. And anyway, this is just one of my favorite places to come. I'm grateful to get to come and experience this each year. All right, so it is about noon, and we hiked about 3.5 miles down the trail, and now we've set our packs back there behind us, and we are hiking down to another lake. We're just gonna swim and play in the water like kids, and a couple of us brought our fishing rods, so maybe we'll fish a little bit, but our plan is to just spend about, 3 or 4 hours down here, and it's a cool place, I guess, and we'll check it out, and then we'll hike back up to where we dropped our packs and go up and over the pass on the trail back and camp one more night, and then that will shorten our journey out tomorrow morning. Instead of hiking the full 9.5 miles from where we've been camping, we'll camp at this location up there that will leave us only about a 3-mile hike out first thing in the morning, and so that'll be great. But this trail we're on right now, as you can see in the background there, is just kind of shaded and wooded, beautiful forest. We're walking along a river to our right that's a moderate size, I'd say, for the mountains. And anyhow, it's just been a great day thus far, so thanks for tagging along. right, this is the campsite down here at the edge of the lake. As you could see in that previous video, this end of the lake has a lot of sand, like a just sandy beach. And we went out and swam around and just relaxed for a bit. And now we're hiking back to where our packs are. And it's gonna be a bit of a climb. We dropped a lot of elevation to get here, but it's all part of the adventure. All right, so we are at our destination for the night. Just wanted to show you just my my tent setup. So Big Agnes Copper Spur has a zipper here in the middle and then a zipper on the edge, so you can roll the whole door up. And then it's got a D-shaped door on both sides so that it's got a double vestibule out there. So each side has its own entrance and its own doors, which is nice. Like I said the other day, this is the 2-person, but I just use it when I'm by myself. I have the same model in a 3-person that I use when I'm with a family member. So great tent. We've arrived at our campsite tonight, so you can see a couple other Big Agnes tents here behind me. I think there's 4 of them in this camp tonight. We've done about 10.5 miles, probably, something like that. 3.5 of it, we had taken our packs off and gone down to that lake that I showed you with the beach and went swimming, and man, that was awesome. And then we've kind of put the hardest part of the hike behind us and have come to a location here tonight that's going to get us out of here at a decent hour tomorrow. Probably just a little over 3 miles to go. Just going to walk out here and show you some of the scenery tonight. So here behind me, big meadow. There's, you know, some water, ponds and things out there. I think the whole thing's pretty marshy. I've never walked out there or across that. You can see just the awesome vistas with the mountains behind me there. Just a really incredible place. One of the things, if you see here behind me, we hike up over that saddle. I'm not sure that it's exactly what we're looking at there. It probably is that lowest point. That's kind of it's about midway to where we had our larger camp where I stayed most of the week. So tonight is our last night on this trip. It's 9th night. Tomorrow's day 10. We're counting 9 nights in the backcountry. It's 10 nights in my tent, but one of them was at the trailhead the night we started. So been an incredible day, incredible trip, and excited to get to go home, see my wife, and be together again. So anyway, thanks for joining. All right, it's the morning of day 10. It's go home day. Man, we had a great night here at this location. This meadow is beautiful. It's been cloudy all morning, kind of threatening rain. We got up about 5:45 and started getting packed up, and we're about to hit the trail here. Just a couple minutes. Here's just a final view of some of the scene behind me. You can see our campsite just here behind me. Grassy area among some pine trees just off the trail. Really a beautiful week that I've had. It's been a great time, as I've said before. Super grateful to be able to come out and enjoy God's creations and to see you know, just all the beauty of the earth, and to hang out with great people and good friends. And anyway, it's been a great trip. Thanks for joining me.